Welcome back to the Postgame Show presented by the Maroon Club. Every gift matters every year. Join the Maroon Club today. Our player of the game presented by Coca-Cola. Experience the Coke side of life. Mike is with the coach. Mike is with Nicole Johnson, our player of the game. Here's Mike.
Thanks, Gary. Here with Coach Damon Olson. Coach, you and I were talking off the air a little bit. No moral victories, but I thought the team really competed for you tonight.
Yeah, you know what? That's a staple of the program. We're going to play hard and we're going to compete. And now we need to add layers onto that in terms of how we execute both offensively and defensively with consistency. And that's kind of been something that we've been working towards as we've gotten more of our players back into practice. It would allow us to kind of attack some of these things that have plagued us the last couple games with our execution.
Yeah, I thought, like you said, getting people back. One thing I noticed, obviously, from last year to this year, the athleticism on the perimeter has been a huge upgrade for you.
Yeah, we have some pretty dynamic guard play, and now we need to blend the interior game, with that. But we've only had one true post literally for a month and a half, and now we have more of them back, and now it's about getting them into game shape with game legs and just understanding what's going on.
Coach, thanks for a couple minutes. Appreciate it.
No
really
problem.
do.
Thank you.
Let's bring in Nicole Johnson here. Nicole, senior. The 11 points tonight, it was, I thought you guys had energy. I thought you had enthusiasm. And talking to Coach, I thought the competition level, you brought it up tonight.
Yeah, that was our main focus. When we have energy, when we play together, we're talking on D, all that energy, it feeds us, it gets us pumped. So. And
games like this will prepare you for later on. But what about Columbia caused so much of difficulty, especially in the backcourt? A lot of turnovers tonight.
Yeah, they're a feisty team on defense, especially their transition. They go. We just got to take care of the ball in the future, which I know we can. Just shaking the rust off and we'll be good.
I thought your transition game offensively from one end to the other was very good tonight.
Yeah, that was one of our focuses too. Get in the paint, drive and kick, look for our shooters, look for points in the paint. So.
Going to be a good season. I appreciate it. Thanks for a couple minutes.
Thank you.
Gary, a lot to look forward to here. I talked to Coach Olson before. She said this season, this schedule so far has been rough, but I think it's going to prepare them down the road. Thanks for an opening game. Back to you.
Mike, we'll see you Saturday up in the booth at Goodman Stadium for the Lehigh Lafayette game. All right, as we come back, let's take a look at some of the highlights of tonight's ball game, and then we'll take a look at some of the numbers. Here's John.
A lot of activity, a lot of energy in this game, and Columbia came in, Gary. We knew this was going to be a real challenge tonight. That was Abby Shue knocking down a long three, and boy, they were so tough from the perimeter. Pratt and Henderson right there. And again, that was Pratt again from downtown. So many weapons. They had 3 players in double figures. They came in averaging 4 players averaging in double figures. There's Matthews in transition. You heard Mike talk about it with Coach Damon Olson. But once again, that was Shue from downtown doing her best. Nicole Johnson with a friendly roll. And then Jess Booth. How about her penetration, getting to the rim? In transition, Columbia just wouldn't go away. Every time Lafayette seemed to close the gap, somebody was there to make a play. I thought in the second half, Michaela Andrews right there, number 23, came alive. And then Naomi Gampo with the putback off the Johnson miss. And I'll tell you what, Lafayette, as you mentioned, that first quarter, it looked like Columbia was going to run away and hide. Great shooters from that basketball team. Look at that right-handed move by Booth getting to the rim again. Tell you, Lafayette causes its own share of matchup issues. Nicole Johnson on the inside out, nice find. Booth and Johnson teaming up. But again, the turnovers were really an issue. Lafayette, though, feisty, never went away. How about this young lady? I'll tell you what, Caitlin Davis, every time Lafayette seemed to get close, Caitlin Davis seemed to make a play. And there you see the numbers that basically tell the story. But I agree with Mike, and I agree with Coach Damon Olson. I think Lafayette's going to be okay if they keep playing this hard.
The big number, of course, that hurts you the most is the 28 turnovers. That's 28 times that you don't get the opportunity to put the ball in the basket, and they only committed 11. It was a feisty defense, but Lafayette, I think, just hung in there and played as hard as they could play. That's all you can ask of these players, and the Leopards did an admirable job individually, Caitlin Davis was the leading scorer with 17 points in the game. Abby Shue, who came in averaging almost 21 a game, had 14, and Hannah Pratt off the bench had 13. As you get a look at some of the individual numbers, Gampo with 8 rebounds, Michaela Wilson with 10, Michaela Andrews led the Leopards with 13 points, Nicole Johnson with 11. Lafayette shot 44% from the floor, 38% from beyond the arc, and they were 7 for 10 from the foul line, 23 field goals, 6 3-pointers, 38% shooting from the floor by Columbia and 41% from beyond the arc. The final score, Columbia goes to 4-0 for the first time since 2002-03. And, of course, they'll be looking to go 5-0 for the first time in their history. Lafayette, of course, will try to get their first win here at home against Siena, as that is a 7 o'clock start on Saturday night. Remember, start with us at noon and stay with us right till 9, 10 o'clock. What better way to spend a weekend night? So there you have it. For Mike Joseph, John Leone, and John Sabino and the LSN TV crew, we thank you so much for spending time with us. For all of us, I'm Gary Laubach. Good night, everybody.